Hi, everybody. I am coming live this morning on my Facebook. Take my glasses off because they reflect. Coming live today on my Facebook to talk to my team about some of the developments that's been going on in our world over the last few weeks, especially over the last few days since California went on a shelter in place. But I wanted to join my Facebook Live today first to kind of give a explanation of what's been going on over the last 8 months. Been a real estate broker for the last 21 years, and most of you on my Facebook know that. And because many people respect me in that realm, and I did not want to take a chance of losing a client because they felt I was not focused on what they were doing, I made the choice to publicly and on Facebook, besides sharing the product here and there, to not really come out and tell you guys exactly what was going on in the background. What happened for me about 8 months ago is somebody brought me a little tiny patch. And that patch, he said, would help me throughout my day-to-day work and would help take care of something that I've been fighting literally since I was about 13 years old. I'm going to go into that more, my testimony, but I'm going to tell you guys why I kind of kept it from you. So I was afraid of losing that client base. I didn't want to lose that. I worked really, really hard to build a great business in real estate. And I don't want to get emotional during this, but this is an emotional time. And I'm feeling very blessed right now because 8 months ago, when I decided to actually share this with people that I knew were suffering from various needs of pain, lack of sleep, emotional issues, versus just, I said yes to building the company versus just to being a customer. And what that's done for my household over this past week was give us a little bit of insurance because of 8 weeks worth of work, or 8 months worth of work. We have an additional income coming into our household. Now, I know a lot of people are facing the same fears that I am. I told myself I wasn't going to get emotional here. But my husband's been laid off. My son's been laid off. And yes, they got letters in the mail saying you can apply for unemployment. And yes, there's not that week's waiting period, but we all know unemployment doesn't take care of the bills. So that being said, if it wasn't for what I was able to build over the last 8 months, I don't know what we would be doing. But because of what I was able to build over the last 8 months with a company called LifeWave, network marketing has once again saved my family to have a roof over my head. Now, in 2011, I was introduced to a company called, well, it was a shake that tastes like cake. Let's just put it that way. And so many people told me, what are you doing in network marketing? Why are you doing this when you're a successful real estate broker? Well, I never came out then and told them that, you know, in 2007 and 2008, when the real estate market crashed, my husband had been a stay-at-home dad for 10 years. I've never said this publicly on my Facebook. We didn't lose one home, we lost 4. So we went through a really bad financial time during that time. And I was able to get myself positioned with the banks to sell foreclosures. And that went really good, 2008, 2009, 2010. But when the foreclosures started getting cleaned up and they started closing the REO accounts, because I didn't have a previous tenor with them during the previous foreclosure markets, I was one of the first to be eliminated. And we were up against the same issues that we were up against right now. And because I said yes to a network marketing company, I was able to keep a roof over my head, my family's head. And it was only because of me saying yes to that company back then that I was able to pay my bills. And as with anything, sometimes things don't last forever. Real estate picked up and I made a choice to step out of the network marketing industry. I've dabbled in it from here and there on a product that I like because I do believe in the industry. But 8 months ago, when I said yes to LifeWave, it was really only because, my only reason why was because the product was doing amazing things for me. But I sit back and I think about things that have happened over the last 8 months, and I can't help but feel, and I've said this before, I've said this to my business partner, the first person that said yes to me, that I feel like this was divine, that we were called upon by God to get this product out to the world. And I said, and I don't know why I have that feeling. But I have that feeling because now I understand why I have that feeling. It's because so many people out there are going to need this product in a big, big way. So I'll get into more about what's happening with LifeWave during this crisis right now and things that have changed over this weekend. But what I want you guys to make sure you do is that you stay open to helping your health and you stay open to helping your finances, because this is the time that we do not want to be saying no to other things that are out there. And this is the time that I need to come out there and say, I've been working LifeWave just as full-time as real estate for the last 8 months. And there's no reason for me to be ashamed of that, because if it wasn't for this company right now, I would not have any sense of security that this family would be able to be okay. So I know there's a lot of you out there feeling like that. There's a lot of options out there, and we're all going to come together every single day on Facebook Live to help share the message that we're all in this together and we're here to support everybody. So I just want everybody to know that we're here for you. I've got hopefully some team members coming on this call at 7 o'clock, but it might be a little bit early. So we'll have a few, but I'm going to give a quick overview about what's been going on over the last 8 months. So I see actually Scott on. Hi, Scott. How are you? We'll start the overview in about 3 minutes. So if you're out there in Facebook land, you can say hi. Hi, everybody. Or do a watch party. That'd be cool. Hi, Scott. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully today. Sitting outside in a nice foggy Minnesota day, damp, and I'm full of spirits and feeling wonderful.
Awesome. 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 Where are you at?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Are you guys experiencing any of this yet there in Minneapolis?
Oh, yeah, pretty much the same thing. And I don't look for this to last long. Very optimistic about it. I'm still sharing the patch every day. One way or another, mailing, calling, FaceTiming. It's the only way to go.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've all been using Zoom and the power of networking for a long time. So it's interesting to see everybody else have to adapt to the technologies that we use in this day-to-day world now, everybody working from home. We actually do notice a bandwidth issue out where I'm at. I'm kind of in the country. So I don't think we're really designed out here. That's why the earlier the morning, the better, until everybody in my neighborhood starts getting on the internet. So we'll play with it different times. I've got some scheduled later in the afternoon throughout the week to try to make it so a lot of people can get on and join us. But I wanted to start with an early morning one here in my neighborhood because I don't know how well this is actually going to work. And it's not a matter of being able to make it go faster where I live. I've already got the fastest internet I can have. So we'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I'll get in my truck and let OnStar handle it. And I'll do the Zooms from there if it doesn't work, because I do have OnStar internet, which I believe is satellite internet. I'm not sure, but I know it works really well in my truck. So we'll just go for a drive. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get started here in 1 minute and do a quick overview about LifeWave. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to go over the science. I am just going to go over what it is that LifeWave can do for you. There we are. I am on screen share right now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys some information as I start to share. Let me get into this so I can record. Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Kathy Rodriguez and I am a real estate broker here in Central Valley, Northern California. I am coming to you to talk to you a little bit about something that changed a little bit in my life approximately 8 months ago. I was introduced to a little tiny patch by somebody kind of in the real estate industry. He walked into my office and said, you need to try this for your neck. So I'm going to go back to my Zoom here. I don't like the way this looks. And we're just going to go like this. Hang on, bear with me. This is the first time doing this. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about LifeWave and what I was introduced 8 months ago. I'm a real estate broker here in Northern California, the Central Valley area, and I've been practicing real estate for 21 years. But I have a situation with my spine because of an injury that I got when I was 13 years old. I broke my neck in 3 places, and from that injury has caused a multitude of problems. Those problems, I'm not going to name the diseases that I've developed, but those problems have caused severe pain. They've also caused severe stenosis. That stenosis has gotten to the point where I had lost the feeling in my right hand. I was up against going to have surgery in December, and my doctors in Kaiser are very aware of the fact that I don't take any type of medicinal drugs when it comes to pain or when it comes to the nerve damage. They were trying to put me on gabapentin and I wouldn't take that. And so we put the surgery off until December, which what I thought would be a time that real estate would be slower for me and I would be able to get through the recovery process. And this appointment with my neurosurgeon was in June. And if you guys go to my website, which I will post in the comments of this live feed, if you guys go to that website, you will be able to see my testimony there, the copy of the narrative from my MRI. So these things are not something I made up to try to sensationalize what's happening here. This is my life and what I deal with on an everyday basis. I have a very high tolerance to pain. And I don't know if that's something that's learned or genetic. I think dealing with pain like I have for 13 years was just the way it was to happen, right? So I think I trained myself to know that it's mind over matter and you have to do what you do. Anyways, so I got introduced, it was in July, it was actually July 12th when somebody walked into my office, my real estate office here in Modesto, and said, you need to try this thing for your neck. And what this thing was, and I literally rolled my eyes. Sorry, you guys, I actually got teared up at the beginning of this. I literally rolled my eyes because I thought there's no way something the size of just bigger than a quarter is going to help my neck. I've been dealing with this for, not to date myself, but 42 years. So in an effort really to get him out of there, I let him patch me, and he took the little stickers off the back of the patch. And he put it on the back of my neck and he walked off, and he left me with some product. I did explain to him we were going to be going on vacation and I would be gone for 9 days. My husband and I the next morning headed up the Oregon coast. And it was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon when he had patched me. You wear these little patches for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. He had made that really clear, explained to me how to do it. And so he walked out and I went home. I loaded the RV. We went to bed probably around midnight. We got up at 5 a.m. Now I'd had the patch on for 15 hours because it's a little tiny patch. You don't feel that you're wearing it. And so I was getting in the shower. My husband said, "What's that on your neck?" And I said, "Oh, it's just something that somebody brought into my office and I put on." He says it'll help my neck. And I pulled it off, threw it away. So my husband and I were headed up the 5 going to the Oregon coast. And he said, "Do those things help you sleep?" Because I don't sleep. When you have nerve pain, those of you who are out there, if you follow on this recording, nerve pain is a very hard pain to deal with. It kind of comes and goes. It will wake you up out of a dead sleep if you move wrong. It feels like electrical lightning going from my neck to my fingers. Now, my thumb and my index finger had pretty much gone numb, so I wasn't feeling anything there at all. Not even when I picked something up, I would drop it because I didn't feel like I was holding on to it, right? So I said, I don't know why. And he said, because you slept so quietly last night that I checked you to make sure that you were breathing. And I said, really? Trying to think, when you first start sleeping again, do you think about it? And knowing that we went to bed at midnight and got up at 5, I'm like, yeah, well, that's just a fluke because we only slept for 5 hours, right? So he did say to me, can you put one on again? And by this time it was 10 o'clock in the morning. And I said, well, I'm supposed to wear them for 12 hours and take them off for 12 hours. So, my husband knows what I deal with. He knows how bad the pain is for me. He goes, well, why don't you try putting it on now? And then you can take it off. And that'll be about the time we roll into the RV park. So, and this truly is how it happened. So I grabbed the package that I had thrown in my purse and I put another one on. And when I did that, we got into the RV park at about 10 o'clock. We got loaded or unloaded. We didn't really get unloaded. We actually just got it to where we could crawl in our bed and go to sleep. And I took it off and then I slept that night. So the next morning he said, how'd you sleep? And I said, I slept really good, but I'm going to give it to the Oregon Air, right? Still very much in denial about what potentially could be happening here. I just kind of shrugged it off. Well, whatever. So that got up that morning, took a shower, did my thing, put another one on about the same time, 10 o'clock, knowing that I would be up at least until 10 o'clock. So I wore it the third day from 10 to 10 as well. Still really in denial about what was really going to happen. So again, took it off. That was day 3 of wearing the patch. Next day, same routine. Wore it from about 10 to 10. Woke up the next morning, felt good, slept good, was still kind of like, again, it's the Oregon Air and we're on vacation. Why wouldn't I sleep good, right? Even though I never did. So wore it this is the 4th day. On the 5th day, I woke up and I kind of had gotten into the habit, I guess, of waking up and starting to massage my hand because my hand would constantly hurt, kind of ache, and then was, numb in the finger area. As you can see, I still wear a patch either here or here in that 12 hours that I wear it. So I woke up and he said, what's wrong? As I sat right up in bed and said, the feeling came back in my hand. I could pinch my hand and feel it. And so it was at that time, that was on a Thursday, I sent it immediately to a friend of mine in Florida and said, look, have you seen this before? And because she studies light therapy, she believes in red light beds and the power of the sunlight to heal the body. In Florida, so she gets a lot of it. So he said, well, I haven't, but I'll take a look at it when I'm coming back to the States. I'm actually in Santorini with my daughter. I said, no problem. So actually that was Tuesday morning when I woke up. So Thursday afternoon, she called me and said, okay, I'm back in the States and this is incredible. Where did you find this? So kind of went through that process with her and we started looking at it for 4 days. Now, this person has also a big belief in the network marketing industry. She understands it even more than I do. And on Sunday, after going back and forth and us looking at everything, she said, send me a link. And I said, I don't have a link. She goes, well, you better get one because we're going to work. The world needs to know about this product. Now, I literally sat there and hung up the phone. She was on speakerphone with my husband and I. And I said to my husband, I don't have time to do this. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, I've made a commitment to eXp Realty and I've got agents that work for me and I don't know if I can take on something else right now. And he just said, when I met you two together or met her with you, we all flew in, went to a networking event in Vegas some years back. I've known this person for 8 years. He said, I thought to myself, if these 2 women ever get together, they're going to do amazing things. He goes, I never told you that because you probably would have thought I was crazy. he goes, but I think you should do this. And, you know, most of you out there, if you guys are on Facebook, you guys know my husband, you know, he's pretty passive, kind of does what I say. You know, he's, you know, I run the show. I mean, he's going to laugh at that, but you know, if I say, hey, business wise, I think we need to do this, he's like, okay, you know. So never once has he taken a foot forward and said, no, you need to do this. He hasn't. And we've been together 30 years, 30 plus years, actually. So I was like, okay, that's strange. That's a different dynamic. So I sat down on the couch that night, and it literally took me to almost midnight to decide, okay, I'm going to do this. And I went in as a diamond. I bought 19 packs of product at one time and sent my friend in Florida the link. So of course, 3 hours different. She had it the next morning and she immediately enrolled. And that started this process. And that was on July 25th. So this patch is just a little tiny patch. It's the size of a quarter. I'm not going to get into the science of it, but I will send you to a website. It's called sweetspotlife.com. And it is a business partner that I introduced this to some time ago, after I introduced it to the first one. And she is amazing. And she is an advocate for natural health. She's been in the natural health realm for many, many years. And she has an amazing talent to explain it to you in ways that you can understand it. I don't have that talent. I have the talent to be really raw and real, but I don't have the talent to understand nanotechnology, photobiomodulation, mitochondria, all the words that she uses that are way over my head I don't like to talk about. So all I can tell you is it works. This little patch right here works. Now, it comes in a beautiful package like this. This is all it is. Has 30 packages in, or 30, has this sleeve inside of it, plus the instructions. And it's this patch, the size of this, and you get a month's supply. As a preferred customer, it's $99. And it's amazing. Now, I am going to do a screen share, so bear with me on this because I'm going to pull up some documents that I want you to be able to look at. So go over here, move this to the side. Probably should have pulled these up first. Again, this is a learning curve and we'll get this. But okay, so here is the document. Hopefully you guys can see this. This is, I should look at this on my phone so I can make sure you guys can see what I'm seeing. Yep, there it is. I see you seeing what I see. Okay, so this is the page as it's listed for the clinical studies that we have. So it's clinically proven. The LifeWave X39 patch elevates the peptide GHK-Cu for activation of the stem cells. Clinically proven to enhance overall health and vitality. Now, I hope you guys heard that. Clinically proven to enhance overall health and vitality. Experiences a new level of dynamic wellness. Convenient and easy to use, fast results, patented proprietary form of phototherapy. No drugs, no chemicals, no stimulants. You guys, this product is non-transdermal. It's non-contraindicative of anything that you could already be taking. The LifeWave X39 is clinically proven to provide the body with a level of health and vitality that you've never experienced since you were in your youth. Using our patented form of phototherapy, LifeWave X39 patch elevates the peptide GHK-Cu, which is known to decline with age. When elevated, this peptide activates the body's stem cells, providing incredible benefits such as wound healing, heightened energy, deeper sleep, rapid pain relief, and even a reduction in the appearance of lines and wrinkles. Backed by multiple clinical studies and 20 years of development, the LifeWave X39 patch has been demonstrated to provide the following health benefits. Now, we can claim this because we have it backed by actual clinical studies. I think there's 7 or 8 just on the LifeWave X39 patch alone. All in total, I believe there's over 84 clinical studies on the LifeWave products. And that's why the only claims that we will make here at LifeWave are the things that are backed by clinical studies. And these aren't studies that are within our, just, these are actual studies by universities and hospitals and doctors. Okay, clinical studies prove rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation, sports wound healing, energy and vitality, mental clarity, enhances sports performance, faster recovery from exercise, improved skin appearance. I'm not going to go into what is phototherapy. These documents will be posted underneath the chat of this. The next one I want to talk about, and something that I'm glad I've been patching with this whole time is, and again, we have about 15, 16 patches that this company uses, but I'm going to talk about the 3 that I'm using every single day. Okay. Why age glutathione patches? For my health and wellness people that are watching this, I know you've already heard of glutathione, but glutathione is a naturally reoccurring, is the body's master antioxidant. It supports the immune system, improves overall health, patented proprietary form of phototherapy, no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. A strong immune system is your greatest defense. Has a lot of meaning in this day and age, doesn't it? Glutathione is the body's master antioxidant and primary antioxidant for detoxification. It's found in nearly every human cell, and medical experts say that lifespan is directly equivalent to the amount of glutathione in your body. With its ability to protect and detoxify, it also provides, sorry, I got a text. It also provides crucial immune system support. It's also worth noting that glutathione is incredibly well researched. In fact, thousands of clinical studies have been conducted on this powerful antioxidant. As a primary defense against invaders from the outside and inside the body, the importance of the immune system cannot be overstated. The good news is this patch is clinically proven to keep yours strong. No other single product can boost your immune system like the Y-Age glutathione. Now read that, you guys. As a primary defense against invaders from the outside, from outside and inside the body, the importance of the immune system cannot be overstated. The good news is this patch is clinically proven to keep yours strong. No other single product can boost your immune system like Y-Age glutathione, and this patch does it all with no drugs or chemicals. I don't know about you, but that's pretty important in these times. And the third patch that I do patch with is Eon. Okay. And these are something I've been patching with. I started with X39 8 months ago. I was probably 6 weeks into it. In a private conversation with the scientist, founder of the company, owner and CEO. His name is David Schmidt. He's a brilliant man. When I say private, we were on a Zoom, but he said, Kathy, you might want to add the Eon patch. And he said, with your recovery, what you need to do is be able to reduce the inflammation in your body. And he said, this is the patch to do that for you. So no body is immune to stress, but when used as a part of a healthy lifestyle, Y-Age Eon delivers powerful relief without a trip to the doctor or pharmacy. As a result, you'll experience a greater quality of life with no negative side effects. So those are the 3 that I use. Again, I will post these down there. I strongly suggest that everybody out there, and I truly believe that everybody out there needs to at least be patching with X39. The power of X39 is amazing, absolutely amazing. All of our science is out there. I'm not making this stuff up, you guys. I'm not smart enough to do that. Give me a real estate contract and I'll negotiate it like crazy, but anything that has to do with science, in fact, that was the one class that if I ever skipped through or used Cliff Notes, it was on science. So here we go. This is lifewave.com at my replicated site. And this is the science and research. You'll notice here, one of my first things was, because I'm a marketing person, I'm like, yeah, this is kind of ugly. This doesn't grab you, but you know what? Kind of glad it's kind of ugly because it's just full of facts and data about their products. Right here, tons of facts and data. You can look at the patents that we have filed. You can look at the research that we have done. You can look at published studies that we have, from double-blind placebo-controlled heart rate variability investigation to evaluate. I mean, it's all there. I'm not going to sit here and read all this to you. It would absolutely bore you guys to death. Okay. Here's one of the facts of the X39 studies. This is by Dr. Melinda Connor. The metabolism. This is a pretty powerful study here. This study is actually out for publication. That's why it's only the facts right now. This is a really powerful study about what the brain cognition and how it improved. Here, and it's all available to you. These links, again, will be posted in comments below this. You guys need to take a look at this. So this isn't stuff where we're making up. So to add on that fact, let me get back, stop the share, get back to me. To add on that fact is yesterday, we were all kind of last week wondering, can we work? Or obviously we can work because I have an app that can text everybody about the powers of X39. But what if I need to drop off product to somebody that's here local? What's going to happen if our manufacturing and our shipping and our warehouses and our customer service gets shut down? Is that an essential business? You would think not, right? And being the fact that we're based in San Diego, it was wondering what's going to happen. Are they still going to be shipping? I started this again, like I said, July 25th, and my team, which is in my sponsor line, and now that's because what that means in network marketing is because I chose to share it with somebody, and they chose to share it with somebody else, and they chose to share it with somebody else. I have over 5,300 people. That's 5,300 people that are within my organization, within my sponsor tree alone. And because we got so strong so fast, that's pretty much all I have. I don't have any overflow or anything, and I'm fine with that. So I had a lot of people asking me, is this going to affect shipping? What's going to happen? Well, yesterday we got a video, and I'll also put that in the comments below, from our chief marketing officer within LifeWave that said, we just got confirmation from the state government officials that we are deemed essential. LifeWave, many of you out there will just see us as another one of those companies, was deemed essential by our state government because of the clinical studies we have and because the amount of medical professionals that we have that use our product to serve their patients and their client base, that we were deemed essential. And it's work as normal as we open today in the state of California. Wow, did that not resonate with me? I'm like, holy crap. So when I go back to 8 months ago, when I told my business partner in Florida, I feel like that there was a reason why God joined our paths 8 years ago. And I feel like that reason was right now, today, 8 months ago. And I feel like there's a bigger reason for it. And you guys that know her, you know who I'm talking about, could ask her that I said that. Now I'm sitting here going, okay, I get it. This was it. We have a job to do out there, you guys. And if you're sitting there wondering, what can I do to help people support their immune system? We have a little product right here called glutathione. Our product of X39 that actually activates your stem cells raises your glutathione with just this one little patch by 30%. So if you're somebody out there that wants overall health, overall strengthening of the immune system, I'd start with this just one patch. It's $99 a month. But if you can add another one, the glutathione will raise your glutathione levels. If you're wearing it 7 days a week, which there's enough product in here to wear it 7 days a week, that glutathione level goes up 450 to 500%. So right now, being that it's a master antioxidant, I do believe that this is something that we need to be adding to our body. And I'm not just saying that because it's an income opportunity. I'm saying that because I feel like we were called upon as kind of soldiers to make sure that this message gets out there. I'm also saying publicly that I'm very blessed that God put this in my pathway. Because of it, my family financially will be taken care of again by an industry that most people shake their head to.
So because I chose to not say no, not just physically, but financially, I'm able to take care of my family. So if you're watching this and you are wondering, what the heck am I going to do? You can be in a position to not just help your health, but to actually put an additional income in your family's pipeline for as low as $125 to get started. Now, there's different variables on how to get started, but in this crisis, I say just get started. I'm not somebody out there that enrolls a ton of diamonds on the big pack like I came in. I can't tout that. A lot of people on my team can, and I'm proud of them for that. But I'm more of a protective person. So I say do what you can afford and don't do anything more. But try to make it so you can make it happen. So now we're all sitting at home, or most of us. I mean, my son's friend girl, he doesn't like that official word, just left the house today. And she's off to work. She works in Manteca, and I think the company that she works for supplies a lot of supplies for the PDs and across the nation, across the globe actually, and for firemen, stuff like that. So I would think that's why they're still working. But they did move desks around to keep them in that 6-foot social or whatever, rule. But most of us are stuck sitting at home unless you're in what's deemed an essential. So yesterday, my husband actually, in the first network marketing company we were in 2011, we're still connected to a lot of those people. And he came over, shut off the TV and put his phone in front of me, and I watched a live of them, 2 guys that owned a network marketing company, just talking like I'm talking to you about this and what's going on. All of us, I think, have never seen this. I've seen people in their 80s saying, I've never seen anything like this. So I'm not going to share this word with you without giving props out to them. And it was actually Nick Sarnicola yesterday said this word, and it's called Quaranchievements. And he said something really profound to me. He said that he's committed to coming out of this better than he was when he went into it. And I was like, wow. What if we all develop that mindset? What can we do today that'll make us come out of this better than we were when we came into it? What are your core achievements that you want to accomplish? For me, it's to do exactly this for you. I want you guys to know that I'm here for everybody out there that might be feeling a little crazy right now. I'm here to be as real and raw as I can. Although most of these tears are the fact that I know I'm blessed, but I know a lot of people out there aren't, and it hurts. So I'm just here to let you guys know we're all here for everybody. But let's try to use social media to stop bashing on everybody, because I've already seen that too. Oh my God, you guys, get off the fact whether or not you're red or blue. I don't want to make this a soapbox, but this isn't about that. This is about getting back in touch with what's important, taking care of our health, putting what's important first, getting off actually our phones. Yes, use them for communication. Obviously, we're all going to be doing this. But what's your core achievement going to be? If I move completely over, it says, you got this. We all got this. We all come together and do the right things for our families. Pray for those that have to be exposed to this in the worst ways, our healthcare professionals, our emergency rooms, our first responders, our grocery store clerks, all those people that are sitting on the front lines every single day that cannot actually sit at home. They're probably wishing they could, right? How many of you would actually change places with them? So I wouldn't mind. I'd be out there if I could. So think about that. What can we do? I also want to put a challenge out there for you guys to look at what's in your home. And if you see something that you know somebody else can use, that you know you're not going to use during this, use it as an opportunity to get rid of it, declutter, remove stuff out of your space. I seen a post on Nextdoor that somebody needed a 3-wheel bike. I don't know if she had one or lost it. She's a senior citizen. She's actually not. She's 5 years older than me. When I got there to give her the bike, I was like, okay, you're really not a senior citizen. Don't go there because you're only 5 years older than me. But she doesn't drive and she needed a 3-wheel bike. And I gave her mine. Now it needed a little bit of work. It's been sitting outside, but it's a 3-wheel bike. And a pretty nice one, actually, if you add a couple things to it. I had taken the basket, stuff like that off. But she was so grateful, tried to give me a hug. But I said, nope, nope, we'll just wave. Here's the bike. And I dropped it off. But it made me think, how many things do we have in our house that somebody else could use right now that they wouldn't have to spend money on if we just gave it to them? And I'll be going through more and more of my stuff and doing that. So think about that. Think about what you can do to help those around you without really being in close contact. And let's get through this together. I will be going live every single day at various times. I do live out in the country, and I do not have super fast internet. So I wanted to try this out to see if I could go live on Facebook from my house via Zoom. So I tried it at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure as things go on later in the day, I might have issues. So I could be doing this from my truck, not sure. But we've got this. If you guys are thinking about potentially adding something to your health, preferred customer is $99 a month for X39. Once you're in there as a preferred customer, you get access at the lowest price as a preferred customer to all of our patches. And you can get started in the business if you think that you've got people you want to share this with. Even as a preferred customer, you share it with 3 people, you're going to get your product for free. That's our way of thanking you for helping get the power of X39 out there. But if you decide you want to make a paycheck, it's literally the $99 plus $25 to become a wholesale member to be able to refer it out. Now there are bigger packages. The bigger the package you buy, the lower the price of the product. So if you're in a situation that you are open, maybe you're a healthcare professional, chiropractor. I don't know if chiropractors are still open. I would imagine they are. Any of my, I have so many energy healers on my team, Reiki workers, acupuncturists, people that work in that realm. They're considered essential right now. So if you have, or a health food store, those type of things, if you have any of those, you could buy the larger pack and then retail it for $149.95 right over the counter. So we can go over those ways of how you can get started and what's best for you in your actual situation. Just hit me up on Facebook. Go to my phone number, which is all over the internet because I am a realtor, or it's 209-652-2257, 209-652-2257, and I will get you more information. Just send me a text and I can text it back to you. That way, if I'm on the phone, I can still respond. So I'm going to wrap this up right now. You guys have a great day, great morning, and hope this wasn't too much for you guys. I'm hoping as this goes on, and now that I've kind of let the world know, and this will be pointed out there, I won't be hiding behind the scenes anymore about LifeWave because it is what's taking care of us right now. So love you all. Call me, text me, message me. If you need anything, be blessed. Bye-bye.